And we're rolling. It's Akayani Chamberlain with the Living Connection, and as my adventure comes to a close here in Apache Junction, I just wanted to give you a recap of the very successful event that occurred today at the studio at Noni Life and Wellness, which was a Bernando LaPallo Legacy Talk, the first one that I have done officially, and it was called How to Live Beyond 100 in Good Health, because so many people have been asking what he did every day, like exactly what he did every day. I broke it down for the audience, or for the attendees and the guests. Let's walk away from the the washing machine, why don't we? Why I did that was because there just seems to be an unending fascination with his daily routine and the fact that he was able to eat the same things every single day. I wanted to point out to people that they may not realize that they eat also the same things every day. People eat such things as, sausage and eggs and pancakes with syrup and fried foods and lots of bread and donuts, and they eat this type of thing every single day, which isn't exactly doing anything for their health overall. So I started with his breakfast. Well, actually, I started with his rising. So he would rise at about 5 a.m. every day. Remember, Bernando worked as a seaman and worked in hospitality for years, so he was an early riser. There's truth to that saying, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. It definitely at least makes you healthy and wise, and more productive. So he would rise at 5 a.m. He would walk a mile, sometimes 2 miles every day. If the weather wasn't good, he would do that inside. Then he would bathe. He would rub his body in olive oil. That's what he attributed his smooth complexion to. And then he would go out and make his Dr. Schultz's Superfood Smoothie. There's a recipe for that in Beyond 100, How to Live Well into Your Second Century, the print edition, on page 50, which is available at agelesslivemorestore.com. Dr. Schultz is a little hardcore. I don't think that many people will be able to have it that green. So Bernardo, being a 5-star chef, of course, he came up with a wonderful smoothie recipe. Then he would have his oatmeal religiously with banana and blueberries and cinnamon and a little cream. That's what he did. And then he would feed his mind. He would feed his mind and his soul. He would take the time to, in his case, go through the Bible passages and read those, because he'd been instructed by my great-grandfather to read them until the pages crumbled. And I have an edition, and the pages are literally crumbling. So he would always do something to shore up his faith that he would be taken care of regardless of circumstance. So by and large, he was really free of anxiety and lived a stress-free life. He would say to me often, it's in the hands of the master. But he would deliberately cultivate that feeling and that understanding. His lunch would consist of either raw unprocessed peanut butter on whole wheat toast with a cup of green tea, or he might have barley soup. There is a barley soup recipe on his YouTube channel. If you go to agelesslivemorestore.com and access the YouTube channel, you will see the barley soup recipe that he demonstrates for you when he was 109. It's a great video. So that would be lunch and perhaps a green salad. And then in the evenings, he would alternate between having black beans and rice, brown rice. That was definitely a carryover from Brazil. Good for your brain, by the way. Beans, black beans, memory. And always a green vegetable. Always, always a green vegetable. Broccoli, kale, spinach, collards, asparagus. Maybe sauteed lightly with onions and garlic. He's a big fan of that, but not overcooking. And quinoa, perhaps, with a fatty fish. He would eat salmon. He would eat filet. His backup would be sardines. Also, he had a great health salad recipe. He would eat about 5:36, and even if he was to go out to make a speech somewhere, or if he was invited to someone's house, if the dinner time was off his schedule, he would eat before he'd go, and then he'd go. So he was very strict about sticking to his routine, not overeating, and eating a lot of fruits and vegetables to keep his colon and his liver clean. He also made a wonderful fruit salad, and there's a recipe for that on his YouTube channel as well. I want to thank everyone who came out today. I'm happy to say that the people who told me that they had to leave early and could only stay an hour, when I got to the 55-minute mark, weren't leaving. And they stayed until the end, and people congregated and spoke and shared their memories and their inspiration. Thanks to everyone who came and bought books and bought herbal products. It was a wonderful afternoon. So that's the recap. Thank you. When you're in Apache Junction, do stop by the studio and Noni Life and Wellness. They're attached to each other. It's in Cobb's. The same lot as Cobb's Family Dining. They're lovely people, and there's a lot of wonderful events going on there, and fitness classes and art classes. It's a blessing on this community. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, and I will miss the Superstition Ranch Market when I leave. Bye.